Aye, aye, aye. Let's see then. 1, 2, 3, 4. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Do we happen to be here? Transmission going through alright for you lot? I would sure hope so. But still, we shall always keep ourselves to our daily rituals. And hey, since I didn't see it last time that I hosted a transmission, I'm gonna say it now then. A big thank you to Coxy Cottage for the follow, as well as Douglas Kim. Your support to the transmission is always appreciated. Alright then, so as I mentioned beforehand, we're gonna be playing some more Gorlak today. Now, while I would love to play Gorlak for another 2 hours, sadly long day today, exhaustion strikes, it creeps up my spine, infesting my cerebral cortex. I can feel its fangs slowly edging closer into my brain stalk, threatening me with its beautiful venom of sleep, slumber, REM. Everything shall strike. But I am intent on still keeping my promise of one transmission today. So, even if it is just a shorter one, we will still have it. We will continue with our Gorlaking. I will Gorlak until I unlife. So yeah, the general plan for today is to reach the end. So I'll see how long that takes actually. It took 2 hours to get to this spot beforehand, but that was also partially due to just trying to get a grasp of how the game works. Alright, I will also give a heads up, I guess then. If something happens to pass through the microphone that isn't my voice, there's currently a big football game going on right now, which might cause some elation amongst neighbors and other and other forces occupying the area. But let's see. Now we haven't actually spent some time talking to these guys, so let's start with black and white for a bit. So, what do you get up to after I died? Well, for one, I spent a lot of time looking for you, you chump. Sorry about that. I'll let you out more about it later. Without the extra hand help on a little operation, White and I had to lay low for a bit, and then I had to get a real job. No. It's true. I went a tavern that didn't mind a little history. Oh, did White get a job there too? Nah, it's hectic for their taste. Besides, they don't need a job. Yeah, that's true. Unfortunately, I had to leave behind being a rakish layabout in favor of being a rakish contributor to society, but it wasn't all that bad. I really screwed up, didn't I? Ah, you sad little sack, come on now. He gives you a hug, yeah? It's fine. We're both all alive again right now. Yeah. You know, I've always been pretty jealous about your ability to talk to whites. Hey, you got a lot of time to learn now. Yeah, but you don't have trouble with this sort of stuff. You know, if it helps, it's basically just Morse code. Morse code? Yeah, a wizard invented it for a long-distance communication. They said that a long-reaching arcane engine makes it a crystal blink. And it's used to patent the crystal blinks in to send messages. Wow, that sounds really convenient. Yep, it was only used by the military. Oh. Well, not for that long. It turns out it was super easy to intercept with false messages. How do you know all this? My grandpa was a retired military commander that liked spilling military secrets when he got drunk. Cool. And then one final topic. Do you remember where our old hideout is? Yeah, it's in the waste, obviously. Do you remember more specifically? Can't say that I do, honestly. Oh, I was hoping to find some of my old stuff there. Oh, I was thinking you would have some idea, since you always had a better memory than me. I was always thinking you would know, since you always had a better memory than me. Sorry, bud. You didn't get to be as old as me without some things getting knocked loose. Wait, how did you get... Wait, how old did you get before you died? Somewhere around my 70s, I think. Got sick pretty bad and had to bury me by the lake. Oh, I see. What's with the sourpuss? We're hanging out again, it's fine. Yeah. Ah, Gorlak, you're such a fun little character. Well, still, currently, I'm not feeling all too great on my stress and mood, so... I'd much rather right now get my stats up. Now, which one should I actually get up? I guess you can get up lore. Yeah, I may as well get up lore. With your experience in lore, Gorlak has learned to use Elemental Tear. There you are. You spend the day studying. 10 lore plus 3 stamina. The air buzzes with aggression today. You will encounter more fights today. I gotcha. Probably not a good day to train then. Since I don't want to have too many fights. Since I reckon I'll be reaching the end of the wastes if I persevere for long enough. Right, and I'm desperately curious, so I'm gonna see what the animation for what the screen for skulking is. Hi, Avira. Welcome to the transmission. Hope you had a good Tuesday with ya. I hope you aren't befallen the same tiredness that I am been stricken by. Oh no, that is just plain old adorable. You spend the day practicing your sneaking. The sun sets on another day. You're able to relax a bit. It's day 18. The spirits of self-improvement have blessed your home. You're guaranteed to have a great result training today. Well then. That makes today's option very clear. We will study our Arcana. Yeah, there we go. Look at that beauty. Look at that beauty. 20 Arcana. We're gonna be dealing so much magic damage. It's day 19. You're greeted by the door-to-door witch. I don't think I actually have any... That's the best rest in the land for any ambitious lord looking to exert their might. I don't reckon that I actually have any thing that can be used right now. I'm a bit broke, as you can see. It would be nice to buy the jewel orb or the mahogany staff, but that would have to be for another day or for another run. Actually, what do I have currently equipped? I've got the oak staff, reading glasses, tanned leathers, and nice boots. So yeah, I can sell the swirl glasses without any need to worry about that. And I can also sell the mithril helm. Right, I got a bit of money now actually, so I guess we can buy some. Still too poor for it. Still very poor. A very poor man. A very poor man. I guess I can consider trying to sell something more. We will likely just have another witch encounter, so... I really want the battle beret. The battle beret would be so funny. Yeah, no, I've been having my thoughts on this. Next time the witch appears, I can partake in her wares. Goodbye, dear witch. For now, we'll head on an excursion to... There's a city that we can visit now as well. Huh. Well, we'll be focusing on you first then. You're exploring the wasteland. We found a piece of your old life here. There's some kids washing in some fields. Well, as per usual, we'll be taking the guarantees. Success. And we're feeling better. They think you're so cool. Your mood has improved, and we have recovered some health and mana. It says you bring wash, so you will find cover. Failure to skulk, you're spotted by your foe. An unseen foe is upon you, how do you react? Brace for impact, dodge out of the way, take a swing. None of these are really all that great. I'm not skilled in any of these stats, but that is just the name of the game. Hi, I'm Lane, welcome to the transmission. Hope you had a good Tuesday. I'm gonna brace. Nice! Brace for impact worked out. You hold fast, ready for their assault. You're surprised, but you managed to brace yourself, bracing your defenses. Alright. This might be a bit dumb because it will cost a lot of our mana. But it's going to be worth it. It is going to be worth it, I can assure you that. Arcane boost. Into a maneuver of Warlock Crash. Yeah, all their dexterity went up. Ow. Ow. And a steel sight has now been ours. This battle is giving you something to learn. Choose a skill to gain in. I guess I'm gonna say lore then. Strange plants. I mean, this time we can try and take some, but... You know, let's see what actually taking some does for us. You have some really neat things growing here. You found a sunrise chrysanthemum. You found an iron root. Nice. You just check out something shiny in the dunes, and it appears to be a mirror. You're all to have one at home, so lugging this back would be way too much of a pain. You give yourself a look in it anyway. Oh, the mirror started making a weird glow now that you're up close to it. The reflection you see is no longer yours as it reaches its bony talons into your world. Howdy, bud. Ugh, this must be some horrible twisted inversion of you. Ah, come on, bud, what's with that look? Ah, no, that's a powerful viewing streak. Congrats, Blaine. 65 transmissions. I think that's actually every transmission that I've had so far. Calling me impressed. Well, it doesn't seem to be hostile at the moment. You should at least say something. Right then, what do you guys feel? Do you guys wanna ask anything specific to our twisted, disturbed clone? haven't missed one, Chief. Yeah, no, you're one diligent transmission receiver, I'll tell you what. And I do appreciate that. Oh yeah, for those who... Right then, we got a vote in. You're gonna try to replace me, aren't you? Oh no, siree, I'm way too nice for that. Ugh, is this guy implying you can't be nice? You just don't always... You can be nice, you just don't always feel like it. I think we could be friends. And what do you like? Magic stuff. Oh, I love magic. Okay, ask me something now. Do you happen to have a favorite color? Oh, that's easy. Carmine. No, you hate Carmine. I like turquoise myself, actually. Cool. It was nice meeting you, Gorlak. Yeah, sure. Maybe I'll be around. You kind of hope you won't run into this one again. You're exploring the wasteland. Well, evil Gorlak did what evil Gorlak does best. Yeah, the evil Gorlak is the nicest Gorlak. And for what it is also worth, he's causing us massive amounts of stress. You run into a group just ready to get into a fight. They get a look at you and... you give them an intimidated glare, making them falter. You're upon an even hunt with beasts. You have the upper hand. What do you do? We probably have the best chance to just calm them down. They sit there chilled out. What do you do now? Send them off. You let them wander off and leave you alone. Alright then, we've done all that we can. Sadly, evil Gorlak absolutely destroyed our stress. We are so stressed out and we are in a bad mood. With your experience in lore, Gorlak has now used direct soul strike. The stress of a crude eats away at you, but a good bed helps. It's day 20. The spirits of self-improvement have blessed your home. You're guaranteed of a great result in training today. Alright then, I have an idea then to what to do. Let's see, how much did a... sleeping quarters. You can buy a fancy bed to relieve more stress at night at level 3 for 500 gold. At this point I probably do want to do that. So, consumables, sell. I can sell the chrysanthemums for a lot of decent stuff. Rich, rich, we're rich. Well, with this we have a little bit of extra money as well, so never mind. Never mind again. Upgrade lair. Sleeping quarters. Yes, please. Thanks. We're gonna be needing that. Our training is level 1. Our energy is 63, so we can go out and have a little walk. But I do want to use our great training today for something. So probably then like drama. Yeah, there we go. You spend your day practicing your speeches to great results. The stress of the day gnaws at you, but a very nice bed does help. It's day 21. Everyone's doing their morning routines and get up feeling that now would be a good time to bring up something that's been on your mind. You know, I can deal with people show up just to fight me, but I really don't need them thinking I'm available. Available? Is this about those guys asking to be your nemesis? It's one thing that you decided to immediately go out and tell everyone about the big cool dragon you brought back. I told you I already had a nemesis. Did you decide to brag about your little project before actually bringing me back? He did. Listen, being alive again is great and all, but the last thing I need is deal with people thinking they can take me. They can take me just because they're color coordinated. You hear a knock on the door. Oh, surely you won't be dealing with anyone that obnoxious. You open the door to find a trio of color-coded wizards. I'm the Crimson Conflagrator, here with my cohorts. The Emerald Breeze. An Aquamarine Arcanist. Does this guy not know Aquamarine is a shade of green? You turn to give the Necromancer a pointed look. He turns to avoid your gaze. And what's your business? The trio do a crew pose that they probably think is really cool. It's not. We are here to destroy you. Listen, I'm really not interested in the whole everything here. I was trying to seem impressive. The green and blue ones decided to show off their powers right into your doorway. You're just clean there. Alright, I've had it with you losers. The green, red, and blue. It's gonna be a pricey one for our mana, I get, but it's gonna be worth it. Crush him! Yeah, no, Warlock Crush is very good. This battle has given me something to learn. What should I learn? Yeah, what should I learn, actually? I guess they give me some more Arcana. Don't make your weaknesses so obvious next time. Ah, that's probably because they're weak to different elements. Well, currently I'm not using any elements, I'm just using raw magic prowess. Honestly, I don't see how they think anyone would be impressed by all that. Well, you guys have fun cleaning up. Grandpa's gonna go ignore this one. Oh, so you're pulling the Grandpa card now, huh? Yep, and I'm going out. Love ya. Yeah, love you too. He leaves the cleaning to the rest of you. You'll get him back later. A white drags the Necromancer back in the room with some mops to clean up the mess. The three of you spend the rest of your morning cleaning the room. The points you gain have been added to your total. A new week begins. Save your game. Of course. Right, we really need to get our mood up. So, it's time to do events again. And I want to get to the end of this area. A particularly aggressive dust devil is chasing you down. Well, luckily we've got lore. Yeah, lore. The magic holding together the twister is released into the atmosphere, energizing you. Your mood has improved. Recovery. Yeah, since you're being watched, you get into find cover. Ah, now that's a harsh skulk. You're spotted by your foe. The unseen foe is upon you. How do you react? Well, this is gonna be hard again, isn't it? Brace for impact. Yeah, that's a failure. You can't see this to steal yourself in time. You're surprised, which means that I probably act last. You know, probably to be mana conservative, we should. No need to be mana conservative, we just need to deal with them as fast as possible. much. As you come to the injury and exhaustion, you lose 5 stamina. The points you gain in your trail shall be added to your skills. These guys sure hurt. Every store today is having a sale. Well, how nice, how quaint, how happy I am. Killer dogs and everything in between. You give them an intimidating glare, making them falter. Nice, finally. You know, you're upon an even hunter and a beast. You have the upper hand. Let us just calm him down. Pacifist. Hi, Husky. Welcome to the transmission. Hope you've had yourself a good Tuesday. You let him wander off, leaving you alone. This is left something behind. You found a nice potion. You've explored enough to reach a goal. Would you like to reach your goal or explore elsewhere for now? You will not gain air pros until finishing the goal event. Let's try out the goal event. You arrived at the dilapidated fortress you used to call home. You would mourn how time-worn it's become, but it's never actually looked that great to begin with. If anything, the place you're in now looks better than this place did way back when. You think you heard the sound of something large shuffling around, or maybe in fact a large squatter in your old home. Nothing to about it now, but head inside and see if any of your old stuff is there. Mina, this is a handsome fellow. Just look at him. Very handsome. He's got a mean glare that people like. You enter the front door and see a large dragon tending to his very long claws. You glance towards where you remember there being a cellar door, only to find resting on it is a tail covered in razor-sharp plates. Of course, he's directly in the way. His eyes gleam like ambers in the sun as he sharpens his gleaming claws. He's too busy preening himself to notice you. Hey, do you have any idea whose home you're in? And why should I? These dusty ruins have housed naught but rats for who knows how long. Though you don't seem to stand much taller than the local vermin yourself. You never did get along well with other dragons. This used to be my place way back when I was alive. I just want to see if any of my old stuff is here. He snores decisively. As he begins to regard you in the deep growl, his voice portends a dark omen. And why should I? His voice is really boring. You can already tell this is the kind of guy that loves to talk a lot. Tries to mind your manners away from whatever it is he's on about. There could be some hint as to his weakness. Maybe some nail tips in there. Well, it's not like you ever relied on your claws that much. You always preferred weapons. Though your claws don't seem to be made of steel like his are. Assuming these grow like that, they might just be very well polished. Honestly, why anyone would want to associate me with that man I don't know? Huh, he's talking about a guy. You wonder if he's gay or something? Well, probably not. Well, probably not. That would be weird to just assume that about someone. Are you even listening? You're not gay? Smooth Gorlak. Very smooth Gorlak. What? No, why would you even bring that up? Well, neither am I. I didn't ask. Can you shut up? For a guy covered in blades, your voice is incredibly dull. He didn't like that, it seems. He's growling in frustration. You insolent. Well, we got ourselves a book of a fight. Hopefully he won't just incapacitate us in one fell swoop. Arcana boost. Maneuver into Zip Zapper. Ugh, he does hurt quite a fair bit. But we have our own core moves. And you thought charisma was their talent. Yeah, no, one would expect that charisma would be Gorlak's talent considering how much I pumped it. But I guess 'tis not the case. Right then, we're all buffed up. Zip Zapper, one more time. Holy, he's still standing. And now he's also debuffed. I have no more potions to... No more potions to quaff. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna take a sip of a nice potion. He starts another boring, droning speech. It might put you to sleep. Scream or look for an opening. Well, we hope for a high roll on spookiness. Our beloved low rolls. He keeps talking and talking, you get in drowsy and you fall asleep. Hi. Yeah, very sleepy. Oh well, that's so much for my buffs then. Right, once again. Zip Zapper! There we go. I got a bit scared there. Oh, fucking A. I forgot. I knew I forgot something. Oh no, this is a disaster. Here we go. Now the game's live again. Right, that's a half an hour of no. That's half an hour. I'm sorry, chat. As I mentioned before, I'm exhausted. It still is on me to just make sure that everything is set up properly before we go live. I am such a clown. Such a goddamn clown. Oh yeah. All I can do is laugh at that. Well, at least it did bother one of you guys, but hey, I'm at least happy that you guys can still just tell me, hey, something fucked up. I do appreciate that. The Lord of Knives lies unconscious on the floor of your old home. Thankfully you didn't fall on top of the cellar door. Crawling your way into the undeveloped fortress through cobwebs and dust, you search the dark corners hoping to find... Ah, there it is! Your favorite portrait. You decide to hang it up in the study to motivate yourself further. This goal is giving you the strength to carry on. You will gain more stamina after returning home. What would even happen now if I explore this area? If it serves you consolation, I'm also hella tired. I didn't even realize. Hey, I guess we're tired together then. Still, embarrassing. This is gonna have to go live. No, rather, this is gonna have to go up on the VOD. I'm just gonna have to just tell them, hey, I fucked up. The first 30 minutes of recording doesn't have the music because I forgot to capture that. Hey. I found a grand potion. How quaint, how nice. I may as well continue using the last chunks of my... Actually... What did you have, my good friend? May as well get some potions. Yeah. Let's see, what sort of weapons did you have on? I had the oak staff equipped. And your special selection is... Nah, everything is alright as it should be. Never mind. Yeah, let's end the day. I fully explored the wastes. You're at home with your prize in tow. Black and the Necromancer are there to greet you. What's that you got here? I found one of my old paintings. It makes the conclusion of one of my greatest battles against the hero. You probably hold up the painting to show them. Ah, that's really... It sounds like the wind got knocked out of him. You don't really know or care why. Oh, I remember that. You get a painter a lot of detail when you had it done. It was a good battle. Like a lot of detail. Well, excuse me for being passionate. I'm gonna go find a place to hang this up now. You make your way into the study. There's a nice empty spot on the wall you can use to hang it up. There, this is such a cool painting. You're glad you took your time to find it. It really brings you back. You can remember what it felt like to be that close to his throat. Down to the feel of his beard on your snout. You stay a moment to drink it in. I do believe that dear Gorlak might actually be gay. The stress of the dawn nails at you, but in a very nice bed helps. Nice. Some loose change for us. Ah, you're glad? Is it because our Gorlak happens to be on the queerer side of things? Or are you glad because you can hear the music? Because you can hear the music now? Glad because he's gay. Yeah, I had a hunch. No, sorry, I'm just too keen to throw myself under the bus most times. How about yeah, 66 energy. You will not be able to return without ending the day. Yeah, no, I'm fully well aware. Let's go. There's one of the catacombs. You may find a piece of your old life in here. You pass by some mean-looking guys and they give you a look. Nice. They're clearly hoping to get a piece of you, but you're not about to let them get it. You're cornered by a grotesque squad, and they think you're up to no good. Talk your way past them, swing at them, distract them with magic, or run past them. Let us talk our way past them. You manage to convince them to lower their guard a bit. There's a good chance to leave. Leave without causing trouble. And they give you something. You want a mithril sword. That's nice. Another combat encounter. I'm not a tough guy. They give you a look over and make you a nasty little smirk as they approach you. A group of guards approach you and you're at a disadvantage. Well, I'll do what I do best. Magic. You wield the illusion of a bright light flashing them in the eyes. They are unaware of me. We could be a bit cheap with this, but if we have the mana, crash! This battle's giving you something to learn. I'm gonna say, give me toughness. I need more health. Yes, I would like to try my goal event. You stalk your way deeper into the catacombs, your new target, the Tomb of the Hero. You remember the time when a dastardly hero dared take spoils from a battle he had barely even won, to salt the wound, you even had made it special. There's no better time than now to get it back. This skull has given you the strength to carry on. You will gain more stamina after returning home. Ah, we reached the deep tombs. And thus, the music has gotten upgraded. You stumble upon what looks to be a party. Mingle with the partygoers, put on a magic show, play some darts. Be a square. Alright, let's be the center of attention. Arcana. Everyone seems to have a fun time. Some of the partygoers even start handing you drinks. You got nature's best. You got hard slop. What is... Absorb fire water and wind damage for 3 turns and deals 250 fire damage to you and applies a strong attack boost and health regen for 3 turns. Huh. Oh wait, you know, I guess I can actually use the items here on the screen if I need them to. Another combat encounter. Nice! Success! You spot your stalkers, you gotta confront them. You're being accosted by necromantic forces emanating from a pair of ghasts. Exercise the spirits, calm them down, you smack them, or create a ward. Also, I've got my lore up. Ward. You scratch a warning rune into the ground and the spirits begin to scatter. Wait out. The spirits disperse, leaving you free to continue. You see it. The White Guardian is staring at you from darkness. If you run now, you'll only get caught. What do you do? Skulk? Lore? Scare it off. I'm going to have to hope for a relatively high lore. Oh yeah. You spot a nearby place that's perfect to use. What kind of trap will you set? I guess magic trap. You rotate it into the crevices of the halls and your prey walks right in. Something in the back of your mind reminds you that you can flee by backing out of the main action menu. Your magic trap goes off. Agility reduced for 2 turns. Right, we're gonna try our best. Probably Sip Zappers for the best. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it can also Sip Zap me. Alright then. We're going for broke here. We've gotten all of our buffs up. And just in case, we're gonna sneak a potion. We got no more to do. With trust, in luck. Sip Zap! It begins to let out a horrible pitch. You can feel your voice falter. Try to tune it out. Let's try with drama. Interrupt! Yeah, failure. The whisper you hear leave you fearful to utter a single word. You are silenced. But you're still moving. It feels you should be pushed along with the massive crowd. Were you walking with them? You see them around you in a crowd, or do you feel them there? This huge crowd, you don't fit in. You'll never fit in. You have to get away. You turn and start pushing your way out of the crowd. You push, and before it feels again, you turn it. Then you roll out of a pile of skeletons. You fall into a heap discarded by the still moving White Guardian. Doesn't seem to have noticed you're gone. You hobble home with the little energy you have left. You succumb to injury and exhaustion. You lose 5 stamina. The sun sets on another day. The stress consumes me. Man, The White Guardian seems to be like a super boss of some sort. I do believe that we might be able to get it at some point, but for now, let's just try to go to the city.
So, today is the day you make your grand return.
Not likely. Since you'll be blabbing about me, I'm not exactly going to be able to just walk around in the open. In preparation for this, you're wearing a very nice and detailed cloak that you, the player, will just have to imagine. My plan is to wander the city to find where I can make my grand proclamation. You can't just rush these things. Besides, you still gotta work up the nerve. Let's go in the city. If you may find yourself here, something. At least we got some energy back, yeah. You bet on some mean-looking guys and give you a look, yeah. They clearly were hoping to get a piece of you, but you're not about to let them get it. You push two drunk wizards, they seem to want to show off their magical ability, but you have the upper hand. Do a cool spell. Quiz them on magic. You know, it would be very funny to just quiz them on magic. Yeah, quiz them on magic. You rattle off a bunch of very cool and impressive facts about arcane theory, their aggression softens, and then we leave. Still lucky. Duo of Knights, you have the upper hand. I guess we will act friendly. You get a chat with them and seem to let their guards down. Let them run. As a small part, the small part waits for your would-be foe. As you travel, you're suddenly accosted with aggressive rhyming. You're challenged by the undying art of slam poetry. This may get violent. Your own eloquence outdoes these bozos. You're winning a linguistic battle. A pair of poets, your aggressors sent them to lay down the verse to get the upper hand, but the flow is awkward and you have the advantage. Heckle them, slam them, out-rhyme them, do something flashy. We always love some flash. You just have to use your magic on some cool visual effects directly at their faces, blind them momentarily, and then I leave. You drop something instead, and you decide to take it as a prize. You found a potion. You come upon an upset child whose cat is stuck in a tree. I cannot actually believe that my best bet at this is to try and call it down. I have to roll a 60 at least. Huge success! The spirit residing in the tree are touched at your good deed and lower the cat down on a branch. Not only that, but a few interesting plants are shaken out of the tree for you to make use of. Iron root, sunrise chrysanthemum, iron root. Really need to get our stress down somehow. The stress consumes me, but a very nice bed does indeed help. Today feels calm. You will encounter fewer battles on excursions today. I can probably upgrade my training grounds. You can buy a motivation poster to upgrade your training grounds to level 2 for 200 gold. Yes, please. I'm gonna need to increase my toughness because that's gonna be defense and HP, I'd imagine. Oh, that's the motivation poster that we bought. Meat! Big meat! With your experience in toughness, Gorlak has learned to use tough out. You spend the day toughening up. The stress of the day gnaws at you, but a very nice bed does indeed help. You're greeted by a door-to-door witch. I'm the best version in the land. For any ambitious lore looking to exert their might. This is probably gonna be the last time that I can see her, so we better make use of it. So we're gonna begin by selling a couple of things. One of those. wanna buy the... We could buy the jewel orb. Your upgrade will be the jewel orb. Then as for armors... I would like the crystal lenses. Though I can actually forget my real goal here. My real goal is to buy the battle beret. I should actually... Yeah, I can sell the rough orb, the mithril sword. The jewel orb is what I want. Next up it is just to upgrade my body slots. So for that, we're gonna do some more selling. Sell. Yeah, no, the witch's shop team sure is a bop. And what we want to buy is the fancy robe. Yeah, that's gonna be that then for our final Gorlak. Final Gorlak has been acquired. I'm still in too much of a sour mood to do anything, so... Best thing to do is to study some lore. The sun sets on another day. It's day 27. Every store is having a sale. I really need to get my mood up somehow. The main way to do that is to do excursions. We can do 3 excursions. We've completed the Waste Ruins. I would like to try to complete the catacombs before the hero gets here, so that's gonna be my goal. We also had twist and turn into extra-dimensional space, but alas, we shall just dispel it. It turned out the hole was much smaller than it looked. You made some extra progress. Failure. You give a look over and make a nasty little smirk as they approach you. A group of guards approach you and you're at a disadvantage. Distract. And here comes the grotesques. I'm just gonna bank on dealing enough damage, you know. As is with the Warlock Crash. Yeah, I am a strong Warlock. This battle has given me something to learn. Give me more toughness. One final exploration. The bonus in toughness that I have is not saving me. A graveyard bash and lay a diss on you so bad it leaves you at a disadvantage. You know, defend my honor. I just have to roll a 30. Nice. Hitting with some surprisingly sick words that knock them off their guard and you take your chance to strike. So probably Arcana boost. And then maneuver into Sow Discord. Yeah, that works well enough. And then finally, Zip Zapper. I guess we'll take it into our spookiness. And that's all I can explore today, because my mood is trash! You're having a nice uneventful start to the weekend in your lair. You just finished your breakfast when there's a knock at the door. You go to answer it.
Hey, don't forget it's your turn to do the dishes today.
Don't let me forget it. You open the door to find a reasonably composed party of adventurers. He doesn't have enough someone to play with his bone. Yeah, no, that would bring his mood up a tiny bit, I'd imagine. Who is it? It's just some more guys trying to kill me. You somehow forgot this happens every week, yeah? Hark, evil one, we come to bring an end to your evil deeds. Why do you all insist on showing up on the weekends? Do you not have anything better to do? 'Tis raid night. And not just that, but we are on a quest to remove evil from these lands. Oh, he's just gonna keep on going like this, isn't he? You notice how nice the sun feels against the cold air as you stand in the doorway. It's nice. You know what else is nice? Getting new clothes. Obviously all your old clothes have rotted away, not that any of it would still fit you. You're still not totally used to your current body. You should try doing what White says. It does seem to work pretty well for them. What was it again? Oh yeah, basically wrap a burlap sack around themselves and stuff it with wool to fill it out. But it sounds like a pain to clean out if it gets muddy. Is that guy still talking? And so we traveled from... Yeah, well, anyhow, you shouldn't really try that out when you aren't spending all your time getting ready for battle. Are you done yet? I already have my hero on his way, so I would really appreciate it if you weren't having a raid night first thing in the morning. Your hero? Does he think thyself a damsel? Well, now that's just rude. As much as you would hate to give the 40 other jerks to show up exactly what they want, again, you really would like to give them a wallop. Alright, I'm just gonna ask you to leave. We shan't! Well, we tried. So we have the trick shot, the paladin, the priest, and the wizard. Well, unless they manage to just kill me outright, I have my usual tactic of how to go about this. This bit insults and bang their shield, frankly, is getting really annoying. Try to ignore it. Respectfully ignore that annoying bracket, they did not draw your focus. Yeah, no, you can try all you want, but I am a very rough encounter. Extremely rough. How about the most annoying one flee after defeat? The talkative one insists on staying around, however. I shall not be defeated so easily. By the honor of my grandfather, you close the door on his face. As annoying as these guys were, at least they knock. Oh yeah, you have dishes to do. Better get on that. The points you gain in your trails shall be added to your skills. Unassailable wit. Fun. It's really nice that we managed to max out 2 of our stats. If we're lucky, we might even be able to max out Arcana. Right, I'm just gonna hope that this will be enough to get to the end of this map's excursion. Ah, damn it. Best thing that I have is bracing for impact. I don't know what actually hurts more. Getting a low roll and being pathetically far away from achieving my results, or rolling relatively high and almost getting what I want. All of it really is just a pain in the rear. I'm sensing, since I see some slight discomfort on my streaming capture card, that yeah, no, we were suffering some encoding overload. I know how to fix that. I really should just fix that. You can't seem to see it yourself in time. You're surprised. Focus barrier. Nothing much. OBS just got a bit overloaded. So Discord. Jesus Christ, you guys did a lot of damage. Yeah, get screwed over. Ow. Sip Sapper. And then one last Sip Sapper for the road. The battle is giving me something to learn. Give me Arcana then. I'm at the end. Explore. Yeah, explore. Let's reach a goal. Would you like to reach your goal or explore elsewhere for now? Yeah, we may as well return home. Let's end the day. You slept pretty well last night. You're in a better mood today. Thank heavens. Oh well. We have our end goal, chat. We're gonna be finishing up the catacombs. Exploring us to reach a goal. Yeah, try the goal event. You have a chamber whose entrance is adorned with carvings of roses. Above the arch you see the likeness of the hero watching over the halls of this dark place. You found him. You saunter inside confident you can poke around to your heart's content. At the center of the room is a coffin crafted of fine wood. As simple yet refined as the man who rests there. You grab a hold of the heavy lid and start pulling it away. The scraping of the lid sounds more like stone somehow. You would just ignore that if it weren't for the dust and gravel dropping from somewhere above you. Of course you forgot to look up. No better diamond than the presence, you turn your gaze upwards. Your gaze moved with a very harsh gaze of a gargoyle. It looks like he was carved to look older than the others. Must mean he's supposed to be the captain of the other guards. Alright. Let's see, what sort of voice should I give him? Carefully he's pointing at you with his gun, true that. Let's see, what voice would work well for him? I'd appreciate it if you did not tamper with the coffins. His polite words are undercut with the sternness of a teacher at their wits' end, or perhaps a large animal defending its territory. He has something of mine. Well, probably. So you admit, you're a grave robber then? There could be an argument to be made here, but his spirit is trained on you as it swoops in for a fight. Yeah, All of the enemies so far here have been real cuties, especially the boss monsters. Arcana. Let's see, drink with me, yeah. Director marks you stop and acknowledge. Following order now to refuel. Order done. Refueling accomplished. You know, I'm a bit curious on just how much this will hurt, so I'm gonna try this one out. Angela, Guardian of the Hero. Get Soul Strike. Yeah, no, that is a decent amount of damage. But you know, I can do one better.
Zip Zapper.
It's placing Fortification Curse upon you. Counterspell or resist? Counterspell that. You block the Encroaching Stone with your magic. Resistance and defensive goes up. Once again,
Zip Zapper.
now that the Guardian is out of the way, you're free to reclaim what's yours, assuming it's here to begin with. You pull open the coffin and see him. He lies there, deader than you. It doesn't look like him anymore, but you feel it in your soul. His hands are clasped over a folded cloth. You gently take his hands. For whatever reason, it's only now that you're apprehensive about desecrating his grave. You gingerly remove the cloth from its resting place and unfurl it. Yeah, this is yours. It's still in pretty good condition too. He must have been pretty obsessed with you to keep it around like this. And with that thought, you put your price away and avoid considering that you could be protecting it in any way. This goal has given you the strength to carry on. You'll gain more stamina after returning home. Right, I'm not gonna press my luck. Let's return home for the day. You arrive home with your precious banner, ready to fly it somewhere it won't get stolen again. Oh, but you don't need to show it off first. Luckily, White and Necromancer are around. Hey, check out what I found. You unfurl the banner in all its glory.
Did you paint this yourself?
Yep. White scribbles a note and shows it to the Necromancer.
Oh, it was your day to paint abs onto it, huh?
I'm gonna find it somewhere and hang it up. You arrive in the gym, the perfect place to behold your epic war banner. Gorlak is but a precious man, beautiful. Surely you're hanging what has only become an impossible body standard for yourself, but the abs were just a fun idea at the time. Honestly, you're just not that into abs. It's a good thing the hero took this to his grave with him. Why would he do that? Well, it's not like you don't know how intense your rivalry was. At least you know the feeling was mutual. The sun sets on yet another day. You're able to relax for a bit. It's day 30. Thou hast finally arrived at the final location of thy quest. The lair of a foe thou hast slain in ages long past. Gorlak. Before you manage to reach the door, it's suddenly thrown open.
Hi!
Oh hey!
Hey, you're here!
Ah, Gorlak's old lackeys, black and white. Those have always been a kind of friendly thorn in your side. Having to deal with those two caused no end of trouble you had to deal with. The taller one, White, taps on Black's shoulder.
Hey, if you're gonna stand there having an internal monologue, could you wrap it up? The big guy's been waiting for you.
Is he now? Well, it's gonna take more than you two to... White begins pushing you into the lair before you can finish your epic speech.
Oh, save the speech for the guy that likes hearing them.
He likes them? You walk the halls of the fortress. You catch a glance into what looks like a gymnasium and you see something familiar. The banner you took after handily defeating Gorlak in a duel. You never told anyone you kept it on you all the time. You wonder how he found it. You passed by a study known as a peculiar painting. You've never seen his painting, but you still remember the moment it's meant to depict. He only barely got one over you and he started gloating, even sticking his face right into your neck and just... Well, either way, you have to admit it's a good painting. You arrive at the throne to find him. Gorlak, is this truly him? You're here. He just lies a bit harder than that. You killed him so long ago, yet he sits now before you. You can see a faint magical shimmer in his eyes. He seems to be fidgeting. He seems so frail. His body shakes slightly as he moves. You can hear his joints creak and clatter. Nervous, perhaps? Don't you worry, this will be a fight to remember. Maybe I'll even add the roses in your hair to my collection. Does he collect plants now? He rises from his throne and his wings lazily drag behind him and charges at you. Well, we are going to be doing what we always do. Yeah, we have enough mana to also cast Top It Out. Why is his torso nude? Gorlaks or the heroes? The hero attacks. Damage taken. But we are here to properly deal with this fool. Rancid this. Sneak in a potion. Once more. Sip Sapper. You must be eager to die again if you just waited here for me. Damn, he got you pretty bad. Deliver a retort, laugh it off, or flex the pain away. We shall deliver a retort. My rage flies so hard in his face. I maxed out drum and I rolled a 4. 1 in 9. 9% chance he does not succeed. I don't exactly have anything better to do. Why would you say that? Now he knows you're kind of a loser. That was embarrassing. You're taking damage over time. Ow. Yeah. Well, with our buff up combo, the hero is no more. You are victorious. To think your next meeting with the so-called hero would end in your victory. With a claw under his chin, gently parting his beard, you have him look you in the eye. Better luck next time, hero. He only wins in response as his body begins to dissolve into the light. You'll see him again someday, and you'll be ready. Alright then. Seems like we have been able to figure out the normal ending. You got a twist of fate. You currently have one twist of fate. When starting a new life, you can spend it to see hints on how to get the other endings. Right, I probably have an idea of how to get the other endings. But, as promised, that's our short little transmission, an hour and 15 minutes. What a comfortable little time that we've had now. What I'm gonna say, thank you all for joining in for this episode of the Unlife of Gorlak. I am going to be trying to gun for one more ending, at least one. But that's gonna be starting up on next week once more. I have heard of one ending that's been affectionately titled the gay ending. I want to try to get that one, but I'll see which one I end up getting. But for now, thank you all for tuning in. I hope that you'll have yourself a good time, and I'll catch... Actually, no, I shouldn't say that just yet. But I'm gonna end the recording right now.